Hey everybody, we're back for another episode. So we've been playing Madden Overdrive for what, 3 days now? 2 days now? It feels like longer, honestly. And by now you probably noticed a couple things here and there about the game, stuff to do, and things not to do. No, it's kind of a late stream tonight, but I just figured I'd try and get something in just to do something, honestly. So basically, this game that I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed already is based almost entirely on their overdrive game mode, I guess. That's all they really have at this point. They want you to collect your packs every 4 hours. They want you to do everything through overdrive. And it's a little underwhelming for the fact that you're only doing one thing kind of over and over again. There's Rising Stars came out today, so it wasn't really, they got some stuff that was new, but not really so great that it was like, I don't know, it wasn't so much that it really was anything good that was just like stand out in your face awesome. But I don't know, it just seems like there's too much push on the overdrive factor at this point, if you ask me. But it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, we got the Rising Stars right now. My biggest problem, like I just said, it all goes through overdrive. So these 3 or 5 events, everything you have to use these Rising Star players and get yards, like rushing yards, passing yards, things like that in overdrive in order to get it. Not only that, you have to have upgraded players for these other sets. This one's a gold shining star, this one's an elite shining star, and then you got an elite shooting star. So all these things are all in overdrive, number 1, and it's a lot of games you have to play. I've played probably maybe like 20 today, and I barely have any yards. Granted, I kind of messed up without putting the player in for a couple of them, but still. And they give you like no way to get any of the stuff for this. You have this that you can play over and over again, but it doesn't give you any type of reward for it. And that's it. You have to collect these players in order to play these events, but the only way you could do that is if you get the Rising Stars collectibles, or whatever the hell they are. I don't even know what they're called anymore, and get this pack. Now you need 200 of them. There is an event that you can do over and over again, but it's not really that viable. It spends 50 of these Blitz tokens in order to do them over again, but I'm only getting 36 right now. That's with a boost, and it's just not really viable to do that over and over again. You have to do that, what, 5, you have to do it about 8 times, 9 times just to get one of those players. So you're almost spending 500 of those Blitz tokens just to get that. Now the biggest thing that everybody's having a problem with is their playbooks, how they're used, how to go about using them, things like that. So one of the things that I found that has been really good, there's also been some problems with the ranking system in Overdrive today. It's been kicking people out and stuff like that, but you can change this between ranked and unranked. Unranked was fine today. So if you're switching between different captains and different coaches and things like that, and you just want to try out the playbook and stuff like that, 100% go into unranked. 100%. It'll basically give you don't have to worry about it. You're just firing off passes. It doesn't even matter if you win, honestly, because it's not going to affect your overall ranking. So that's definitely the best way. You could try out any plays. You could go your whatever speed you want. You could do whatever plays you want. It really doesn't matter. The other best thing for you to do right now is be a part of a good league. People that'll do all the objectives, do all the survival, things like that. these crown collectibles that you can get from doing all these, I don't even know where to see the crown collectibles right now, actually. From doing all the league stuff is absolutely necessary. There's so many good players in here that you can get in the future, and they're absolutely nuts. So in order to get these, you need to get the ace collectibles, but you have to do that by getting all these crowns. You need to get these packs, and you also accrue them over time as you do whatever it's called, league objectives and stuff like that. Otherwise, right now there's not really too much to do in this game. Team of the week is your biggest viable option right now in terms of getting coins, but the only problem with that is I honestly feel that the coin packs are not very good. You're getting, let's see, you're getting 2 silver players and you're getting 1 training quick sell. Quick sell can be 25, 50, or 125, or 25 training points, 50 patches, or 125 whistles. So it's not even guaranteed that you're going to get training. Well, you can actually, but it just depends on for what. And then the other one, which is 50k coins, you know, 1 gold player, 3 silver players, and 3 training quick sells. It just doesn't seem that worth it for the amount that you're spending for them. I honestly will suggest saving up all of your coins for later on. But the only thing is, to get more coins, which is the problem right now, is your best option is Team of the Week. You could do all the events. If you're going to use badges and stuff like that to redo the... Actually, there's not even a daily blitz event that you can even redo. But when there is one out, which there will be more tomorrow, if you're going to be using those, that's your best bet. But doing the 24/7 things, you get these microphones, and inside of the store, you're going to be getting... You can get a lot of things with these microphones. So you get Team of the Week badges that'll add to it. You can get even more the very first time every single week if you have 500 badges, which I have 350, so I could get that pretty soon. You can get 1,000. It's not even, that's XP actually. I totally thought that was Team of the Week stuff. I'm wrong about that. So you can get 50 extra badges for Team of the Week there. And then there was another way that helped actually. I'm not entirely sure if I remember what it was. Yeah, maybe that is it. But you can get Rising Star badges too, which is good. You can actually get a lot out of it. For 70, that's not bad. You can get a couple of those packs in a day if you really wanted to. How many can you get in a week? Only 1 per week, never mind. Of course, they have to put a limit on things. But so basically, Rising Stars is honestly, it's not really the easiest promo to go about. Obviously, you're going to be able to get these packs at some point just by doing the live events and stuff like that. But it's very, how do you put it? It's almost, it's not even grindy. It's just like you have to do all the events. You do all the events, and then you'll get collectibles, and you'll get like 1 pack every time something comes out. And then you just basically have to hope for one of the players that are in these sets or in these live events, and if you get them, if you're lucky enough to get one of them, then you can get better players out of it. So it's not really, and then once you get a player, you have to grind through overdrive. Of course, everything leads back to overdrive now. So they're really trying to push this overdrive thing. It's a little too much if you ask me, but it's not such a bad game mode. I'm going to give it that. The last stream, if anybody watched it, I was on a little bit of a rant on how much I didn't like it. It's kind of grown on me. I like it 10 times better than the old head-to-head. And it's definitely a good change. I just kind of wish that they didn't they had more variety in it right now, but it is the beginning of the season, like always. The beginning of the season is slow. Last year they had the kickoff events. I don't remember how late that started, but we're not. I don't think we're close to when that started, unless it started right away. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, who am I passing to? Okay, it doesn't matter. But I'm not entirely sure how exactly they're planning on doing things this season in terms of events, because I'm tired of all these different currencies and things like that already. It's kind of nuts how many things you have to look at and go through and see if you have this collectible, that collectible, all these other different things. It's nuts. I don't really understand it, why there has to be so many. It's just pushing way too many things to think about and do for a game that doesn't really need it, honestly. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, this is kind of cool. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that was weird. So this is just like, we have a bunch of like buses coming after these dudes. Why are you tripping? You're literally just running, dude. Another criticism, honestly, about the overdrive stuff is that... Oh, really? Is that it's almost too fast-paced. To the point that you can't really just start it and then, like, you have a little while to, like, go to it and then do your 3 minutes, whatever. You have to do it right away, basically. Once you click into it, you're guaranteed that you're going to be getting an overdrive game, and if you don't do it, you lose fans, you lose whatever from it. You're forced to do it at that point. And if their servers crap out like they were today and kick you out of the game, you get penalized for it. You get penalized for it even though it's their fault. So that's something I don't really like that much. It could be better. Am I really gonna have to play a full game right now? Is this their like attempt at like, oh sorry, our game was kind of messed up today, so we're gonna give you basically a season game to play right now? Interesting. Just gonna run the ball. What the hell was that? Roethlisberger just did like a little skip and slide. How you like that? But this game has a lot of potential. It's more exciting than last season was when it came out. There's a lot more to it, I feel like. I wonder if I can still block those like the other game. I hope they actually know how to do it this time. Wow, Antoine Bethea killing it. Once they develop it more, they figure out what the do's and don'ts are of this game, they can update it in the future. They're going to be bringing like weekend tournaments and things back. They're going to be doing all the fun things that we had last year at some point, I assume. I mean, they brought the tournaments in like... I mean, they brought them in at the beginning of the season, but they kind of upgraded them throughout the season. So expect that. There's going to be more objectives. There's going to be more live events. I'm hoping that they're going to realize that they don't have enough players to do in the game and make it so that there's more live events that are repeatable. Even if they just make them less rewards, like a lot less, at least it gives people the chance to actually just do it over and over and over again rather than just do nothing. You just one-time play everything. I'm just trying to run out the clock. This is nuts. I don't know if I have to finish this quarter or it's the entire game. If it's the entire game, then this is going to be very, very boring. So I'm probably just going to exit out of this. If that's not the end of it. Yep, I do have to play a full game. That sucks. But yeah, honestly, when it comes to right now, right here and now, the biggest tips for getting ahead right now is making sure you do every event. Is the first and foremost thing. Second, make sure you get your free packs every day. That one's not as big, I just kind of remembered it. I wanted to make sure I said it. Third, this is a huge one, is sell all of your elites that you can. They're going to be the most expensive now. They're going to go down at some point, but you're never going to... This is going to be one of, if not the most expensive time for base elites in the entire game. So throughout the entire season. Another tip, to get better at the game, or instead of coins, to get better at the game, go into overdrive. Obviously, it's the only thing you can really do. Go into unranked. It may seem like a waste of time, but if you switch it to green to unranked, you can practice everything. You could do whatever you want. How you doing, Joe? You could basically do whatever in unranked and not worry about having to lose fans and regress and stuff like that. If the game goes stupid like it was today and decides to crap out and kick people out of their ranked games, you won't have to worry about losing your fans and stuff. So, say you get a new captain and you want to try him out. There's a whole bunch more captains you can get throughout the future. I haven't even tried Todd Gurley or Cam Newton yet, but if I decide to switch to them, I'll probably go and play unranked games. I'll learn their playbook, find the cheesy plays that are like good, that you can basically get a lot of catches out of or a lot of runs out of, and then I'll switch over to ranked and then do all that kind of stuff, because that'll really give you a good basis to start off with. That's the biggest problem with everybody right now, is that there's all new playbooks, there's all new everything, and they're always different if you decide to change your captain around and stuff like that. So that's going to keep people confused. That's making it so it's a little bit more difficult for... It creates a little bit more of a learning curve for even a more advanced player too. So that's definitely a big tip to do that. Like I said, sell all of your elites for coins. This is the most expensive they'll be. And, well, the most expensive that base elites will be probably for the entire season. Daily goals. Every single day, do all of them. They only give you coaches, things, and XP, but XP gives you boosters to all of your... once you level up, every time you get boosters towards all of the collectibles or the tokens or whatever for each of the promos. So do all the XP you possibly can, or all the daily objectives, because they're going to give you the most XP. And they're going to give things to train your coach. I forget what's in the daily goals pack, but I don't think it was anything special that it really mattered. Do every single live event as you can. Obviously, nobody can really do everything. Rising Stars, I mean, like I said, do all the live events, but it's basically going to come down to luck as to whether you pull one of the players in here. I mean, what I did is you get that one free player. Whoops, that's on my team. You get that one free player, Rising Star, and you can put them on your lineup. I just put them, I got the halfback just so I could throw them in at fullback and then just lock them in there, so when I update the team it doesn't switch them around and stuff. But that way you can just kind of do it passively. Leonard Fournette's not such a bad fullback anyway, so it should be fine for the most part. But yeah, for the most part, I think that's what I've got for today. There's not really too much anybody can do at this point. The auction house is also kind of broken today, so there's not really much you could have done with that either. But it definitely... Oh, they also nerfed the TO, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they put him down to 81, which is really annoying because now he's the slowest out of the wide receivers. I would have picked a different one if that was the case. They should have at least put them to an 82 and been even with the other ones. But yeah, for right now, the game's still kind of slow. Be patient with it. Do whatever you can with it for the time being. At least if it's slow, since there was so much to do at the end of the season last year and so many things that you could have, so many players you could have gotten, everything like that. They're kind of easing you into it this time, and then they're probably going to throw some kickoff event at us. Well, they already are. We're already getting collectibles for it, but at that point, then we'll probably start being overwhelmed with things. So that's probably about it for today. Just wanted to get a quick late stream in. I know probably many people aren't going to be watching now and whatever. It's no real big deal, honestly. But I hope you guys get a little bit of information, if anything, out of this. I'll do better things in the future. There's not really too much to do right now, obviously. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.